Hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and this is Angel. We are reacting to episode 5 of season 3, and I'm excited especially with how the last episode played about. It was very quirky, it was very exciting, it was disturbing at times, but it was a very, very comedical episode as well, of it being another example for David to show a bit more of an eccentric side of things, like he has done for like an episode of the past 2 seasons as well. This was another example of David playing around with his character and showing a bit more of an eccentric side of things. So yeah, it was pretty chaotic stuff in the last episode, which ended on a bit of a heartwarming note with Angel being told that Buffy was indeed alive, and as we found out in Buffy, they met at a middle point, and we didn't see anything on Buffy's side of things, and I don't expect to see anything in terms of Angel, in terms of the reunion, like different networks. I'm guessing that's going to be preventing a reunion of sorts, but you know what? Headcanon is there. You know, they just cuddled, maybe a few smooches. It was a very wholesome environment. That's what I'll take from it. So, in before Angel became Angelus, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this episode does lead. It's been a very good season so far, and I'm hoping that trend does continue. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 5 of season 3 for Angel. Let's go.
Angel, I know that I am a slayer and you're a vampire.
Is she doing this? Is she really doing this?
It would be impossible for us to be together.
But...
Oh no, Wesley, don't.
My gypsy curse sometimes prevent me from...
We mustn't.
Oh my goodness.
Bite me.
Please tell me Angel's been watching.
Bite me.
You're back.
How'd it go?
This plain old boring old Fred.
Boring.
You're not boring.
Fine.
Exactly.
Nutty old goony bird up in a room doing nothing but mooching off Angel Fred. I swear I don't know how y'all put up with me. I practically need flashcards to understand my pretty crystals. Oh, look, they're everywhere.
Fred, you're adorable.
I'm Roger. This is my wife, Trish. We're sorry to barge in on your arsenal here, but we really need to talk to you.
Of course.
Barging on your
Please, step
arsenal.
into my office.
No, Liam. Why?
We're detectives. We can find anyone.
We've already hired a detective.
Oof.
And you
Good.
couldn't locate her.
Trying
She
to
said she
put
was
on the
staying here.
charm.
In your hotel.
Her name is Winifred Burkle. We call her Fred.
Oh! Oh! No, we haven't seen her.
You see, we found her in...
And it'll be
A fit
that,
of depression.
you
I
know,
was depressed.
talk about you didn't
Over
think to
what?
contact us.
She had recently relocated and was having trouble adjusting. So, how did you come to find her again?
About
The
a
truth,
month ago,
but
we got
not
a
the
letter
whole
from her in the
truth.
mail.
But she didn't leave a return address. In fact, she said she was fine and we shouldn't bother looking for her, but
Oh.
Fred has parents.
She didn't come from the sky, even though she is an angel. See what I'm doing that? Oh well.
We might have to call them in sooner than we thought.
Them?
Guys,
Who's them?
when was last time
Who is
Fred
this
left the hotel by herself?
A couple weeks after Never.
investigator they hired?
we want our daughter.
So what's she running from?
I mean, she did seem startled with her parents, so...
Movies? Oh, you mean no, of course not. It's just that some of these contacts, they know things sometimes. They're underground.
Right, should we go?
Call me. Yeah.
Oh, figures. Right when Judge Judy's about to lay the smack down. I'm coming. No, just the one. But it turns out massacres are a lot like sitting through Godfather 3. Once is enough.
I mean, a little twang, and I'll sing if I have to. Row, row, row.
Easy, easy. Forget the singing, sweetheart.
she's so startled.
Your aura's
My
practically
heart.
screaming. Yeah, you are in a bad place, aren't you, doll? You thought you could outrun
I wish I
them,
could hug her.
and maybe you were free.
So much about her, Gun. Why don't you just tell us where she is?
But that taco stand's not looking so bad now, is it?
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Bickerson, a little focus, please. There's definitely something going on with them.
Yeah, I don't like the parents.
So where do we go next? Where would Fred...
And we call ourselves detectives. I'll meet you there.
What the hell is that?
He's surprised. I didn't even think he owned terry cloth.
Such a small entourage tonight. Hey, Gun, why didn't you bring your other friends? Because they make a party.
Oh.
Please. Tell me where Fred is.
They are so insistent and...
No, you're not a slot machine.
Vending machine, you big palooka.
Still.
All right, but play this one delicately, bro. Because it's gonna get messy.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Really don't
I
like
can just get right
the
up
sound
on
of
that
her
bus and do whole new
parents.
Terrible things to me, but it was just a storybook. It was just a story with monsters, not real, not in the world, but.
Fred.
But if you're here and you see me, then it's real, and it did happen.
Doesn't matter what they did to you.
I wish I could hug her.
I'm sorry.
Bless her cinnamon roll heart.
I got so lost.
It don't matter. You're our little girl.
I missed you so much. I didn't mean to.
Everything's okay now. You'll see. You are safe now.
What the fuck? Let's go, Fred. Oh, come on, Fred! Shh.
You damn cockroach.
Oh, buddy! Ugh. Glory never went up in blood.
Did I get it? Did I get it, y'all?
Mama Fred, though.
Tell you, I hadn't seen a stroke like that since Nicholas took on Gary Player in the '63 Bob Hope Desert Classic. All right.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
home.
the son of the father-in-law. Oh, no. Can she stay?
I'm just not cut out for this.
You...
I mean, if Angel hadn't gotten me out of... A handsome man rode up on a horse and saved her. And took her back to his castle.
Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
Now you'd think that was the end, wouldn't ya? Dumb old
And this
fairy
doesn't
tales
have
and
to
their
be the
happily
end.
ever afters. High up in that castle, the girl just built herself another cave. Hoping that he would save her again. But you can't save me this time. Can you?
This is your choice.
always had a thing for those.
I mean, heck.
I don't know. We can't lose Fred. We cannot lose. I'm objectifying this like one hour cinnamon roll.
Between you and me, I'm almost a little jealous.
Tirade of debasement and scorn and...
This is it.
At least now
they've
Fred's
got their
got a
own
shot
issues with
at a
family
normal
and
life. Not that I don't love you guys
are jealous
and
of that.
LA and my work, but
in
things
a
are
lighter sense, not
never normal
petty.
around here, you know? Crazy taco lady anymore.
She'll come back to visit.
Do you really think she'll come back and visit?
What's going? No, this is freaky. I don't. Oh my God, you!
That's it. I'm not gonna.
Angel, I'm here.
Fred?
Oh, I'm late. Hey.
Yep, that thing's gonna...
Who's helping me here?
I am.
Yes, Fred! Oh, nice! Oh, it was like a nesting...
I'd have to do some research to back that up.
The whole hive showed up in order to reclaim its offspring. Brilliant deduction, Fred.
See, you are
Not to
useful.
mention that little axe gadget is tight.
Oh, that was just a random thought I had. What if you had to do
What?
battle with your arms cut off? Well, sure, you'd hemorrhage to death pretty quick, but at least you could take your enemy with you. Belong here.
You can visit every now and
Unless
again
I
for
don't,
Thanksgiving
which,
and
if y'all don't
whatnot.
want to put up with me, I completely understand.
Let's put it to a vote, shall we? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Good. Yes, ma'am.
Mama.
Just to catch up and get reacquainted.
It's all
And to
fine.
make sure
At
that
least
you're
you're not
positive
evil.
about your decision.
I think I know where I'll end up.
Aw. I'm glad though, because I did have my suspicions,
Spiro
but
Agnew, I know
Aw.
he was
The
a...
Grafnar demon, you knew that? I thought I was the only one who knew that.
Whatever.
you start. Oh, this is so wholesome though. I really liked that. Like, honestly, my main worry, especially with some of the talk in the early part of that episode, was that Fred's parent, like, there was, like, troubled past. And that her parents might be nefarious, and, you know, that really doesn't help when Cordy and Wesley's families have not been happiest ray of sunshines, but no, they actually do care for her, which is really, really neat. And I'm glad that we didn't go down that route. Oh, we're like evil and whatnot. So, or that they were the ones who, you know, set up those insect demons in order to instill doubt in Fred's mind. Because, you know, that could have been the case, and, you know, they could have lured Fred home and made her, you know, second guess and whatnot. But I'm glad that they actually did care, and, you know, they just wanted what was best for her. So I'm sorry I threw some doubt at Fred's parents. You guys are all right. Oh, I loved that episode, especially since there was so much focus on Fred, who has my heart. I just wish I could hug her. Honestly, though, it's a great change of pace to have parents who are supportive and kind, and, you know, they didn't even think she was crazy, especially during her breakdown. They were very supportive, and it just irks me a bit that we were kind of set up with something in terms of, like, oh, is there some kind of secret agenda going on with these parents? Because they were saying very, very skeptical stuff, and not just that, though, but you do worry that, okay, the parents have returned, and, you know, there's going to be something involving them, like they might have been the one to organize, I think, the Dursler demons, I think they were called, yeah? They might have been the ones to organize the demons, and, like, try to create some kind of paranoia, or that's in Fred's mind, which is already in a bit of a skitterish state because of her experiences on Pylea. So, but I'm glad they went with the direction that they are kind, supportive parents who mean no harm. They just are loving, and they just want to support Fred as best as they can, and they were genuinely worried for her. So yeah, I really like that, because, you know, you're putting all of these, like, sentences, Fred running up the stairs and not wanting to confront them, you're putting all of these together, and you're worried that there's going to be some kind of fractured past with Fred and her parents. And like I said, I'm very, very glad that that wasn't the case, that there was this worry regarding Fred, especially regarding making that first step, because all of this time, ever since she's returned from Pylea, she hasn't escaped if you get what I mean. She hasn't escaped the pain that she's went through. You can't just, especially 5 years, you can't just snap that off like that. It takes time, and Fred's still been, juggling that. So yeah, she even said, like, I thought I would escape my cave, and I feel like I'm still in that cave, when she was talking about returning from Pylea and being in her room, making that cave reappear, especially with all of the reminders of Pylea being written on the wall and whatnot. Yeah. And this is it. Now she can make that first step. Now she can try to move on from Pylea and hopefully give herself a bit more comfort. I mean, it's always going to be there. That will never be forgotten. But the best thing you can do is make your next step forward, which is what she has done, which is nice symbolism with her painting over the like image of her and Angel and the horse. Yeah, that's her first step. So yeah, see, I just feel so bad, like, because I was waiting as well, like, even when they were comforting her and whatnot, there was a huge part of me that did have a kind of belief that they were great people, but I was also keeping in mind there could be a but, there could be a like, they could be playing the long con, etc. I was just waiting for something to throw that, like, nice wholesome reunion up in shambles, like at the very, very end or something like that, but no. And you gotta admire how well they were clicking on with Angel Investigations as well, so it was really nice. And it feels so bad as well, like, especially when you have Angel Investigations talk about how nice her parents is, and they're reflecting on their own parents. Like, Wesley even went on a little bit of a tirade because we know his father is a right. See you next Tuesday, as they call it. No, we know that, like, Cordy's had issues with her like, everyone's had their own like, this is it. They're all here for their own redemptive stories, and they've all had their own family issues. And you do worry that Fred will, like, being a part of Angel Investigations, she would that would be like a rite of passage, isn't it? You have family issues, voila, you're a member of Angel Investigation. It's not just that, though. I mean, there are quite a few characters in in Buffy itself who have like, the main trio have had, like, family issues with one parent or both parents. With Buffy, her dad hasn't been there, like, been supportive, etc. With Willow, there was a little bit of a situation regarding her and her mother, and Xander, yeah, there is that. We know that, he's been living in the basement, and his parents, if anything, really induces that stress for Xander. So yeah, it's not just a thing on Angel Investigations. It's in the Buffyverse as well. So yeah, so I think when you get so attuned to the Buffyverse, you can't help but worry, is there something nefarious going on with Fred's parents? But I'm so glad. I just wish they didn't, like, try to prolong the, like, is there, like, I mean, I get what they were going for, but I don't want to be like, I want to have to see parents who mean well, who, like, and not suspect them whatsoever, because that was my main worry, that something was going to be revealed in the final 10 minutes or something like that, because why not? And this whole kindness thing, it was all an act, it was all a nice lull to bait us and Fred and everyone. So, but thankfully, they are great parents. They are amazing, and we love Fred's parents so much. So, yeah, because I think they are one of the only families that I can, where, like, Fred's parents are the only parents that I know where one isn't shady or whatever, or one isn't, like, at least one parent isn't problematic, if you get my drift. Because there have been good parents in the Buffyverse as well, like Joyce, but you get the idea. At least what, like, to have both parents not be to have one member of, like, both parents, if anything, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. To have both parents be not problematic is great. So yeah, but I really liked how focused this was for Fred's character, for her to make her first steps now, and you know, like I said, it will never be completely forgotten, but she's now making those first steps. So I'm really, really liking that whatsoever. I thought the demon, like I said, that was pretty creepy. So yeah, it was very, very disturbing, and I liked the utilization about how the demon head that they lobbed off, it was like yeah, that was connected to the to the Dursler demon, I think it was called, yeah. So I really, really liked how that was connected there. Fred's breakdown was powerful, and, you know, testament to Amy Acker's acting. Like, it was really, really, yeah, it really hit me, because I love Fred's character so much, and for her to reach that confession, that admission to her parents, not only, you know, punched you in the gut, but it was nice to see them being so supportive and understand she went through 5 years of hell that will never be forgotten. She can suppress the pain, but it will always be there. It's been a big part of who she is. So yeah, I do believe as well, when Fred was talking to Lorne regarding, like, after she ran away, I think it wasn't so much about Fred's parents, but more so about her past. Like, her running is her running from her past, and the monsters are the monsters, the hurt that is plaguing her. Because, like I said, the Pylea situation is still impacting Fred on a huge degree. And this is what this episode is about, her making that first step and her finding her worth in Angel Investigations. And, you know, it's a situation of, how do I, how am I going to, like, try to outrun the monsters that are plaguing me? It's not about her parents, as much as as much as there was a bit of a mislead there, of course, for part of the episode. The monsters aren't referring to her parents or whatnot. It's referring to her past. She's got to make that first step forward, which is what this episode is about. And hopefully we are now going to, you know, see that bit of progress from Fred. So yeah, but it was really, really, yeah, I just felt so bad for her, like, throughout this episode. I have felt bad for her all this time, especially with how broken she was. But this was her episode, with her breakdown, with her making that first step. I just want to hug her. She is really, really adorable and very, very wholesome. But yeah, I'm glad as well now that she has also found her place in Angel Investigations. I really liked how she described everyone's, like, qualities as well. Like, Angel's the champion, Cordelia is the heart. Yeah, I really, really liked how she was describing accurately the traits of all of Angel Investigations. And, you know, she had that pause where she didn't realize what her place was, but, you know, she is very, very intellectual. She is very, very advanced, very proficient, and you know, she's also very, very adorable as well. But you know, she is just as valued. She came to that realization. She's just as valued as everyone else at Angel Investigations is. She's not lesser, no means whatsoever. And yeah, but now I'm glad that we're starting to seeing the next step forward for Fred, that she can try to adjust. I'd say I don't think one like Fred can move on for something as traumatic like that completely, but it's about adjusting, like no longer having to bear that burden of Pylea at the forefront. That can take a major backseat now, and it's the next step that matters for Fred. So yeah, it was a really good episode. Loved the focus on Fred, and I loved the whole idea that Fred's parents are really nice people. The demon was freaky, and yeah, it's great for Fred to not just find a next step, but find a place in Angel Investigation. So, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!